Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm so grateful. In today's video, I'm going to talk about certain concepts that I do not agree with. What do I think about these concepts? How do I perceive them? And do they hold any kind of role in my reality? Before I get into the video, please know that my membership group for weekly live group coaching sessions is launching this Friday, 1st of September. You can check this video out here to understand if this group is for you. There's going to be a lot more in this group other than the weekly group coaching sessions. There would be monthly challenges, weekly quiz tests, my personal process, success stories, failures, everything. So the link to join the group is in the video description. It's also on my main YouTube channel. Join it on 1st September or after that, not before that, because before that the group is going to be inactive. So do join the group if you want in-depth guidance and focused solutions and a lot of value with minimum investment. So the first thing I want to talk about is twin flames. Okay, twin flames is a very famous concept. It has its own community online, on internet, on YouTube, and a lot of people, I don't want to say get stuck in it to make anyone watching this feel bad, but I'll just let you know what I think about it and what is the reason or logic behind me thinking that way. So I do not believe in the concept of twin flames. There are all these big, big kind of limiting beliefs that are at a larger level that I have gotten rid of completely on my journey of conscious creation. And these concepts are some of those big limiting beliefs that are at a larger scale. It's very easy for these kind of concepts to pull people in and change their emotion, thought process, and behavior. Now, I came across this concepts of twin flame. Everyone has a twin flame, everyone has a karmic partner, everyone has a soul connection with someone around 2016. So, this was 7 years back, and it's really easy to get pulled into these kind of videos or this kind of content when you are already in a state of being that is not really favorable, specifically around romantic relationships. For me, the way conscious creation works is above all of this. Conscious creation, in one sentence, if I want to define it for this video, is your beliefs create. Okay, whatever you believe is going to be true for you. So if you believe the concept of twin flames is true, it is going to be true for you in your eyes, in your perception, in your mind. If you do not believe that this holds some kind of substance, then it's not going to be true for you. I do not believe in karmic relations or a soul relation or twin flames. Each relationship will be what you make of it, what you perceive it as, and what kind of bucket do you want to put it in. So the way they describe twin flame is when you have a really intense connection with someone that you feel, you're one soul. And here the thing is that whenever you come across any kind of person that you have really good chemistry with or that feels very passionate, there's not only one person that you will come across that can make you feel that way. This world is full of people, different kinds of people who show up in different kind of ways. There are passionate people, there are people that are really romantic, there are people that are really not romantic, there are people that really just feel good as a friend. And any person that you start liking, that you start developing a connection with, especially the ones that start with infatuation and then there's a lot of passion and chemistry in it. Each time you fall for that kind of person, each time you come across that kind of person, you will always feel like there is a soul connection. So this whole concept around there being just one twin flame and giving it a definition of, it is an intense connection. Any love connection, any love connection based on attraction or passion or chemistry will be a very intense connection. And this whole concept around you meet your twin flame only once in your lifetime. Maybe you have already met them and you're not meant to be together in this lifetime. or twin flame connection is so intense that it's impossible for you to come together and create a life together on this earth. These things are nice to hear. Okay, these things are nice to hear, especially when you're going through something, and if you have broken up with someone, or someone has, parted ways with you, and you really loved them from the bottom of your heart, so you do feel there's a connection, there's a soul connection over there. Feeding your mind this concept more and more, because you start reading on it more, which people are just writing on a very general basis. They're writing what anyone would feel in an intense connection. Anyone would feel with a partner that they really had a lot of chemistry with, they had a spark with. And because each sentence is resonating with you, you start believing that yes, this was my twin flame connection. And you are the one who is allotting that label, that meaning to that relationship. Same with karmic relationships. People feel that some person is supposed to come into your life to teach you some kind of lesson, and this lesson could be from the past life. They have come to serve a purpose, and karmic relationships never work out. So they'll come in, they'll teach you a lesson, and they leave. And when you read somewhere that, oh, this is what a karmic relationship looks like. So that person was my karmic relationship because it was intense. It was this overwhelming feeling of, being familiar with that person. And it did not work out. And this is the lesson I learned. So, definitely it was not meant to work out, because, it was a karmic relationship. All these labels, all these meanings that have been created, and all these different kind of relationships that come from different kinds of people you meet in your life on this earth, have been put into certain labels and categories, and you get pulled into these things when you are in that low state of being. And it's very easy to get addicted to this kind of content. It's very easy to get pulled into it, where you're watching God knows how many videos in a day to understand what a twin flame is, how I can get back with my twin flame, how I can, reignite this connection. Are we really souls that were together in the past life, and all of that? And I strongly feel that the people who are truly master manifestors, and by that I mean you practice and believe in conscious creation. By that I mean you know that you consciously have that ability, have that power to choose your experiences in this lifetime. Okay, those people by default do not get pulled into these kind of concepts at all, because all these concepts are completely opposite of what conscious creation teaches. Okay, what we learn in it, what we start believing in it. In conscious creation, we are creating a belief for ourselves. Okay, we know we are the ones who can choose our experiences. We know we are the ones who give meanings and labels to things. We can easily change our perception about something and have it completely transform itself. Whereas in these other concepts, you are taking on the beliefs that have already been set by some other person. Okay, some other person has set these kind of definitions and labels, and put in certain relationships that you come across in your life in those labels. You're taking on their beliefs that they have created. Okay, here we are creating our own beliefs, which means here we are taking our power back. We are keeping our power in our hands, and we know we are the ones who create definitions. We are not taking on someone's ready made definitions of how life is or how relationships are. I know it feels really good, it feels magical and mystic to get into these concepts and try to go into this different world entirely in your mind, where you feel so happy that, there's this one person meant for you, this one connection, this one person who knows you, who knows your soul, who is one with you. There's no separation, and you are together with that person in your past life. It all feels really good. But from the perspective of manifestation, conscious manifestation, deliberate manifestation, these are huge, huge limiting beliefs. These are ready made labels and perceptions and meanings that you're taking on from other people. And if you're taking on other people's beliefs, you will not be able to create your own beliefs. If you see any kind of videos related to twin flames, or those message related videos where even the thumbnail or the title is your person tried contacting you yesterday but dot dot dot, They are trying to reach you now, but dot dot dot. They were thinking about you yesterday. You will not believe this. Watch this to know more. And I know how easy it is to kind of think to ourselves that, oh, this message was supposed to be for me. And they would be talking about the most general things in those videos, the most basic things that millions of people are facing in the same moment as you. Millions of people are going through the same feeling, whether it's heartbreak or longing or missing someone. Actually, millions of people are going through it. The experience you are having at the same moment, trust me, millions of people are going through the same experience, whether it's good times or bad times. So these things are just to pull you in. These things are just to get you addicted to that so that you dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper. And these are the kind of things that, form your beliefs. When I say that your beliefs are formed within you since the time you take birth on this earth, it's based on everything that happens in your life, right? From the way you have been brought up in your family, the kind of beliefs your parents had, that they, that were carried forward to you, to the next generation. What you hear about people, when you hear about incidents, when you hear about things on television, you read about things in books or magazines, you watch videos, everything in your life is accumulating and coming together to create certain beliefs in you. And it conditions your mind in a way which further dictates your actions and your behaviors. So, what you watch, what you hear, is very, very important in how your beliefs are changing within you. And in conscious creation, we practice creating our own beliefs. If something is not in our favor, we change that. When on this side, you have the power to change everything, you have the power to transform things, and on this side, you are depending on someone else's definition, someone else's meanings and labels that they are just showing you. How are these two practices going together? If you know you create your own beliefs, you will not believe in what they are trying to tell you about a certain relationship. And if you're trying to believe them that, this was a karmic relation or this is a twin flame and these are all the reasons you cannot get them, then you cannot be someone who's manifesting. You cannot come into conscious creation, because here you need to take your power back, and here you're entirely giving your power and control away. So, no, there's no twin flame, there's no soul connection. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble. And you don't have to hear this if it makes you feel uncomfortable and if it is something that you really believed in. There's no karmic relationship. There are just good and bad people that you come across in your life, okay? Because we have billions of people on this earth. You meet good people, you meet bad people. Sometimes you don't have good relationships. And these labels have just been created so that you put your relationships, you select and put them in those categories, and you just get stuck in some kind of endless loop. So, no, there's no one twin flame for you. You can manifest the type of person you're looking for anytime. The time you're ready to manifest them, the time you're ready to transform all these internal limiting beliefs and, create a good story around what kind of person you want showing up in your reality, you will have that person shown up in your reality, and that person will stay in your life forever. So you did not miss out on anyone or any good person. And don't use these concepts as a reason to soothe yourself that, because it was a karmic relationship, it did not work out. Okay, because it was a twin flame, we are not meant to come together, we are just meant to feel an intense connection. No, that person came, maybe it did not work out, that person left, as simple as that. Now manifest someone who will align with you mentally, spiritually, physically. You just don't have one connection on this earth, okay? You create connections. You are the person who will create a connection with another being when they show up in your reality. The next thing I want to talk about is the universe. So this large, powerful, mystic universe that our world is, revolving in. Personally, what I believe is that yes, there is a power out there, okay? Now, people give different names to this power. Some people call it God. Some people call it universe. Okay, some people say, no, I don't believe in God, but I believe in the universe. Okay, I believe there's something out there that is doing things for us. And some people call it their own higher self, that we all have a higher self, and that is the actual universe, that is the actual God. So again, it comes down to your belief. What do you believe in? If you are someone who likes giving it the name of God, It's good enough you practice that. If you are someone who believes it's the universe, there's no institution of God, but there's this universe out there that has a lot of power in it, and what we put out is what we get back. Very good, practice that. I believe we are our own higher power. Okay, we are the people who create our experiences, who choose our experiences, and there is a higher version of us that exists that brings all of that to us. So, no, there's no one out there that is going to give things to you. There's no one out there who is responsible for your life. There's no one out there who is actually making a note or making judgments that you are worthy or deserving of something. All of this is decided by you. Okay, I cannot say this enough. You are the one who decides the timing. You are the one who decides if you're worthy or not. You are the one who decides if you deserve something or not. You are the judge. There's no one else out there. So just sitting back and giving up and feeling disappointed or always being in a victim mindset that I don't deserve certain things, some people just don't get this, God is only favorable towards certain people, or maybe God thought that I am not worthy of it, so I did not get it, so it's okay because the decision God makes or the decision universe makes is the perfect decision. When the universe thinks I'm worthy of it, I'll get it. Or when the universe thinks that it's time for me, it will give it to me. There's no one out there giving you anything. Okay, start connecting with this higher self you have, and that is what is taught in conscious creation. See, one thing you need to understand is you believe in conscious creation or you don't believe it. It does not matter. Everything in your life will always come down to your belief system. Today you can just leave this channel or get rid of all the manifestation content and sit back and say, manifestation does not work, I'm not going to practice it. You are manifesting regardless. It does not mean you need to be aware of it. It does not mean you have to study it. It does not mean you have to learn it or get coaching or do anything. You can be completely detached and away and disassociated with this fact of conscious creation, but you are still doing creation. Okay, the difference is autopilot creation and conscious creation. You are always manifesting based on all the beliefs that are within you since your childhood days, since you took birth in your subconscious mind. Okay, and that is how your life will keep happening year after year, year after year. Whenever your beliefs change within you, your experience will keep changing outside. If the beliefs that stay in you are the same throughout, your reality is going to remain same. So this is not a fight of God, universe, manifestation. It comes down to the simple fact that you as a human can choose your experiences. You're doing it all the time. You can do it on an autopilot mode that my life is going on. I hear things, I see things, they change things within me or they don't change things within me, and my reality is going on. Or you can come into this other state of being where you are consciously making a decision that, this belief is not serving me. So I'm going to consciously, by putting my focus on it, I'm going to change it. And when I change it, I know it's going to show up outside. So it again comes down to that thing of knowing that you have the power of creating your reality. Okay, mind you, I'm not saying you run the world. Okay, I do not claim that in any video. You are not running the world. Okay, you can never run the world. You are creating your reality, your experiences. What are you experiencing in your day-to-day life? So you are the creator and God of your reality. Okay, not the world, your reality. So stop taking a back seat and trying to, be okay that, God did not want this or universe did not want this. And some people just don't get love. Maybe God has not written love in my destiny. Okay, stop trying to cover this up and just sit back and be disappointed and in a victim mindset, and come into this power and realization that I create my reality. Instead of dwelling in this fact that, this is not meant for me or this was not written for me or this is not written in the stars, see that belief that you have within you. All these sentences I just said, that is the belief in you, that some people do not find love, that for some people it's not written in their destiny, that, I am controlled by my destiny. In your victim mindset, you can come across all your limiting beliefs. So no, God is not going to give you your love, or universe is not going to give you your love. Your love is going to come when you get rid of these limiting beliefs, which means you need to have faith and confidence in yourself, which means you need to take back your control. Your confidence, you being worthy, you being deserving, your destiny, everything is in your hands. You create it, okay? You bring it about in the 3D world. Nothing is written beforehand. There's nothing written in your destiny. There's nothing written in the stars for you. This brings me to the next thing of divine timing, okay? There's no divine timing. You decide the timing. Your timing is when you know completely. You know it within you in your core that I deserve this and I'm going to get it. It's a decision you're making, okay? You're not wondering about it. It's a decision you're making where you're claiming the outcome, where you're owning your outcome over here. And as a result of that, it's going to show up. That is your divine timing. There's nothing written for you in your divine timing in your childhood or your adulthood or your old age that these are the things that are going to happen with you. Everything around you is happening on an autopilot mode based on how your life is going, how your conditioning is, how your mindset is. You change it by changing all of those things, okay? No one is sitting there and writing a book for you, writing a timing for you, writing how your life is going to be. And if you really want to learn conscious creation, this is something you need to take accountability for, responsibility for. That yes, I get to choose my experiences. And the experiences that show up, which I do not like, I know how to respond to those experiences instead of going into a victim mindset. I know how to stabilize myself. I know how to control my emotions. I know how to process my emotions. I know how to get rid of the mindset, conditioning, and limiting beliefs that are not serving me in my life. All that work needs to be done by you. And why it's so easy to put it on someone outside, on divine timing, God, universe, fate, destiny, is because you don't want to do the work, okay? It seems too much. It feels like too much responsibility, too much pressure. And it's very easy to leave things on someone else. As humans, okay? As humans, it's very easy if someone else is doing something for us. And that applies to everything in your life, not just God, divine timing, universe, all that. In our daily life, if someone is able to do something for us that we don't have to do, we'll be the happiest, okay? We'll feel it's very easy. And if they do it wrong or they are not able to do it, we can easily put the blame on them. Understand this one simple thing, that when you're choosing to do deliberate manifestation, which is get out of the autopilot mode, you are taking control and transforming yourself, transforming your beliefs. Whereas in all these other places, the beliefs are already being put in you. Okay, so you're taking on the ready made beliefs that are not going to serve you. So you cannot practice all of this along with practicing conscious creation. These just do not go together, in my opinion. Okay, this is my personal opinion. You might or might not agree with it, but these oppose each other in all ways. And again, to clarify, I'm not telling you to not believe in God or universe. Okay, as I said, there are different names people give this higher power. I call it my own higher self, okay, my own higher power that can choose her experiences in her reality. You can call it universe. For not really a long time, for I think 1 or 2 years, I was also one of those who used to see universe as a separate thing. Now I'm in a mindset where I know the whole universe is within us. Okay, we have a God within us. We are the creators. We choose our experiences. We have a higher power. But you can call it out as universe. You can call it out as God. The only thing is, if you are doing that, what I would suggest it should not promote your victim mindset. It should not promote you having a approach that they have the control. Okay, you can practice it in a way where you still show confidence that, I know God is going to give this to me. I deserve it. I know I'm going to get it. I know the universe is going to give it to me. This is a confident self concept. A victim self concept would be you still keeping your control with something outside of you. That's how you see it. If they think I'm worthy, I'll get it. If the universe or God thinks I'm worthy and deserving, I'll get it. If my timing is correct, I'll get it. If I don't get it now, after a few years, I'll do some good deeds and I'm going to get it. This is you keeping your control outside. Okay. So see how you're practicing it. It's not the name and label you give it. It is how you're seeing it, how you're approaching it. What is your mindset towards it? Create your own timing, create your own destiny and fate, okay? And be confident. Claim your desires, okay? Make decision, be the decision maker. not someone who's always in a victim mindset, who's always loathing in this dialogue, inner dialogue that, I never get this, I never get good things, I never get what I deserve, I am not worthy of these things, I always get the right things during the wrong time. Get rid of all this inner dialogue, it's never going to serve you. Okay, so those were my thoughts around divine timing, universe, God, twin flame. Okay, as I said, these are my opinions, and everyone has a different kind of belief system. This is what I believe in. If you do not believe in this, it's completely fine. We are allowed and free to have our own opinions. We should just not become those people who are trying to impose our beliefs on someone else and trying to force them to follow it, or trying to get into a debate of making them feel a certain way.